Hi guys, hallo Leute, welcome back to German with Jenny. Today I want to teach you the dative prepositions, okay? And I'm going to be teaching you the most important dative prepositions today. So the dative prepositions that you need for the A1 to B1 levels, okay? I'm going to be making another video with more dative prepositions, but those are actually for the advanced level. So today we're going to concentrate on the basic dative prepositions, okay, which you definitely need in everyday speech. Okay, so let's get started. So whenever you use the prepositions that I'm going to teach you today, you need to use the dative case, okay? I already made a couple of videos on the dative case, so you know that the articles, they change, the possessive pronouns, they change, the personal pronouns, they change, okay, depending on the case, okay? So whenever you use these dative prepositions, okay, you need to use the dative case. That means that you need to declinate whatever comes after the preposition, okay? Let me give you an example just to clarify this. Ich komme aus der Schweiz, which means I am from Switzerland, okay? So Switzerland, the country Switzerland, has an article in German. It's die Schweiz, it's feminine, okay? But we're using the preposition aus, which means from, okay? So that means that aus needs to be followed by the dative case, okay? Die Schweiz, this is nominative, okay? Aus requires a dative case, so we need to change die to der. So we have to say, ich komme aus der Schweiz, okay? The dative case. Let's look at another example. Sie geht mit ihrem Mann ins Kino. Okay, she's going to the movie theater with her husband, okay? So we're using the dative preposition mit, which means that mit needs to be followed by the dative case, okay? And that's why you are saying, sie geht mit ihrem Mann ins Kino. If you don't remember the possessive pronouns, okay, in the dative case, make sure to check out my other video, okay, which I uploaded earlier this week, in which I also gave you a table where you can see the different endings for feminine, neutral, masculine, and plural, okay? So, we're using ihrem Mann because Mann is masculine, der Mann, okay? So we need to use the dative case, mit ihrem Mann, with her husband, okay? This table shows you an overview of the most important dative prepositions, which you will need for the A1, A2, and B1 levels, okay? Let's take a look. So ab means from, okay? So starting at a certain point, okay? Let's take a look at the examples. Ab dem 1. Juli sind wir in unserem neuen Büro. So, from July 1st onwards, we're going to be in our new office, okay? So we're using the dative article dem, okay, the definite article, ab dem 1. Juli. Because Juli, the word Juli, is masculine, der Juli, okay? So that's why we have to use the dative article dem, okay? Let's take a look at the second example. Ab morgen mache ich Diät. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be on a diet, okay? So here we don't have anything that we need to declinate, okay? Ab morgen, okay? Since morgen is an adverb, so there's no article involved, so we don't need to declinate anything. So that makes it a little easier, okay? Let's take a look at the next preposition, aus, which means from or out, okay? For example, ich trinke aus der Flasche. So I'm drinking from the bottle. Flasche is feminine, die Flasche. So as aus requires you to use a dative preposition, we need to use der, okay? Ich trinke aus der Flasche. Next example. Kommt aus den USA. Kommt aus den USA. So USA in German is plural, die USA, okay? So we need to change die to den, aus den USA. Next preposition, bei, which means by or at, okay? Let's take a look at the examples. Ich bin beim Arzt. Ich bin beim Arzt, which means I'm at the doctor's office. So we're using beim here, okay? Beim is made up of bei plus dem, okay? At the, okay? Arzt is masculine, der Arzt. That's why we have to use the dative definite article dem, okay? Ich bin beim Arzt. Next example. Ist bei mir, which means he's at my place, okay? Ist bei mir. We're using the dative pronoun mir, okay? Because bei requires you to use the dative case. Okay. Next preposition, mit. Ich komme mit dir. I'm coming with you, okay? Here we're using the dative pronoun dir. Ich gehe mit den Kindern zum Spielplatz. I'm going to the playground with the kids. So Kinder is plural, okay? So that's why we have to use the dative article den, mit den Kindern, okay? And remember that the plural in the dative case requires you to add an N to the noun, okay? That's why we say Kindern, mit den Kindern, okay? Okay, next one. Nach, which means after, okay? Nach der Besprechung gehe ich nach Hause. So after the meeting, I'm going home. Besprechung is feminine, okay? So we have to use the dative article der, nach der Besprechung. Nach der Vorspeise kommt die Hauptspeise. So after the appetizer comes the main dish, okay? Vorspeise is die, okay, it's feminine, die Vorspeise. But nach requires you to use the dative case, so it changes to der. Nach der Vorspeise kommt die Hauptspeise. Next one, seit, which means since, okay? Seit dem Unfall hat sie Knieschmerzen. So since the accident, she's been having pain in her knee, okay? Seit dem Unfall hat sie Knieschmerzen. So Unfall is masculine, der Unfall. But since we're using a dative preposition here, seit, we have to use the dative article, dem, okay? Seit dem Unfall. Next example. Seit gestern fühle ich mich nicht gut. So since yesterday, I haven't been feeling well. Gestern is an adverb. We don't need to use an article here. So we don't need to declinate anything, okay? So this makes it easier. All right, no declension. Seit gestern fühle ich mich nicht gut. Next one, von, which means from, okay? Ich habe viel von ihm gelernt. So I learned a lot from him, okay? He taught me a lot of things. So we're using the dative preposition von. That's why we have to use the dative pronoun ihm, okay? From him, von ihm. Das ist das Büro vom Chef. So this is the boss's office, okay? Chef is masculine, der Chef. So we have to use vom, okay? Which is the short form of von plus dem. Von dem Chef, okay? Vom Chef. Das ist das Büro vom Chef. Last one is zu, which means to, okay? Bis zum Wochenende müssen wir viel schaffen. So until the weekend, we have to get a lot of things done, okay? Schaffen means when you need to get things done. Bis zum Wochenende müssen wir viel schaffen, okay? So Wochenende is neutral, das Wochenende. We're using the preposition zu, okay? So we need to use the dative article. And zum here is the short form of zu plus dem, okay? Zu plus dem equals zum, okay? Bis zum Wochenende müssen wir viel schaffen. And last one. Bis zu dir fahre ich 20 Minuten. It takes me 20 minutes to get to your place, okay? So we're using the dative pronoun dir, okay? Because the preposition zu is followed by the dative case. Bis zu dir fahre ich 20 Minuten. Alright, I hope you understand how to use the dative prepositions in German, okay? Now don't forget to practice this, okay? You can go to GermanWithJenny.com where you will find a lot of worksheets on the dative case and on the other cases as well, okay? If you want to support my work, as usual, you can go to patreon.com/GermanWithJenny, okay? And I will hopefully see you next time. Bis bald. Tschüss!